I know that China has reiterated its commitment to globalization several times by Chinese President Xi Jinping. So, in your mind, how significant is that for the global economy?
You know, it gives a lot of people a lot of relief, right? That
Yes.
this path is continue to be the right path. It's a path that lets China continue to prosper.
Yes.
It allows many of our trading partners,
Yes.
right, to actually think about the supply chains, right? Hopefully, be stabilizing the way to think about it. And I do think that for everyone, it's a better outcome.
Chinese Vice Premier Wang Yang said yesterday that China is going to lift more restrictions on foreign investment into China. So, in your mind, what type of opportunities for foreign investors that want to go to China?
I think it's very welcoming for foreign investors. I would say particularly in some industries that has been, I would say, some restrictions before. So I would say, for example, financial industry, right? As we know, in securities industry, in mutual fund industry, in insurance industries, foreign firms are restricted around the maximum, shares they can have. And I would say that if I think about the Chinese capital markets, as we want to go towards a more, open capital account, as we want to think about, a more professionalized, capital markets, and as China, going into really RMB internationalization, I do think that the financial sector is one where I'm particularly optimistic about, and I think that the opportunities for global firms in China is very large.
Well, thank you, Joe. And I also talked to some of the global think tank and business leaders to hear what they have to say on China's commitment to globalization and market openness.
Quite honestly, the lifting of these restrictions is long overdue. China has some of the most competitive financial firms in the world, and we think that the opening to foreign financial world-class institutions will only increase the competitiveness, quite honestly, of Chinese domestic companies. But it also sends a very clear signal that China is not closing its door to business.
Well, we see China in the long run in the fields that we're in, power, energy, renewable specifically, and healthcare and aviation. I think these are really the fields that GE have been invested in, and then we also see great potential in the future. Manufacturing here in China, and we're also going to do more sourcing. In the area, we're looking at heavy-duty gas turbine localization make service in China and working with our partner for Harbin Electric. We're also already working with AVIC as an avionic to support a COMAC C919 and in the future hopefully C929.
I think that's a very positive signals, which means China is determined to be more open. And also that one would, I think that would make international investors very excited, because that means a lot of opportunities for them in many sectors.
China is a staunch defender of globalization. It's very much behind free trade of goods and ideas. America is now very much into what Donald Trump is saying, America first, retrenching, going into populism or even say protectionism. And I think it's not the right thing to do. We need an open world. We have to join hands. We need more dialogue. We need a multilateral world.